So, what do you want to hear from me? Do you want to hear from me about what's new about this bike? The specs, the traction control, ABS, blah 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 blah. How many miles per gallon? Come on man, what's wrong with you? Why don't you just go to Kawasaki website or to any other websites that shows the specs of this bike? Right? I'm just a regular street rider like you. I ride on the street, I ride on the freeway, I hit the canyons on the weekends. Once in a while, I hit the racetrack. I'm just an average rider, just like you. You see, the thing is, I'm not a super duper freaking fast rider. But let me tell you what, I'm not a slow rider either. Let's say I am in between. In between the fast and the slow. Just an average rider. Wait. Wait. I said I am not a super freaking duper fast rider. But also, I am not a freaking slow rider. Alright? When we hit ACH or Angeles Crest Highway, I can hit the turns or the corners in the speed between 70 to 75 miles per hour. You think that's slow? On a straightaway, my balls are big enough for me to exceed over 100 miles per hour. Well, everybody can go fast on a straightaway, right? What I meant is that my balls are big enough for me to accept the fact that a cop may pull me over and give me a speeding ticket. So the thing is, I have freaking big balls to accept the fact that anytime, any moment, I can get a speeding ticket. I'm used to it. And to those traffic cops, man, I feel sorry for those guys. Imagine, we are having fun, ripping at the canyons on ACH. Yeah. And then those cops, what are they doing? They are freaking working. And the kind of job they have is not really a freaking job. Hey officer, why don't you get a freaking damn real job? Because the job that you have, or the kind of job that you have, is to annoy the commuters, the riders, and to steal money from them. So why don't you get a freaking damn real job? Alright? I just simply hate those freaking traffic cops. I mean, the traffic cops, alright? Now, about those real cops, the real cops who bust the street gangster on the street, you know, the real cops who bust the drug dealers. Now, I have big respect to those cops. But to those traffic cops, man, I feel sorry for you, really. I feel really freaking sorry for you. And you know, the thing is, when a traffic cop pulls you over, he's like, yeah. Excuse me, I pulled you over because you are speeding. You were running way over the speed limit. I am the law. I am the guy. You know, they're acting like they are a big shot. Ooh, a big shot. Ooh. Hey, traffic police officer. You are not a big shot. Get a freaking damn real job. Okay. Now we will talk about this bike. You know what? Find or look for a rider who has the same riding skills that I have, and then put him on an R6, on a Gixxer, on a CBR. Man, it's gonna be real hard for that rider to beat me when I ride this bike. I was wrong when I said that this bike is just like its predecessor, that there is nothing special about this bike. I was wrong, and I do apologize for that. My bad. I was completely wrong. Because, let me tell you what, the difference between this bike right here, the 2013 Kawasaki Ninja 636, and its predecessor is night and day. Alright? The riding position on this bike, the chassis, and the suspension will give you a feeling that you and this bike are one. That you and this bike are working together at the same time, at the same moment. It's like you are being part of the bike. It's like you are being part of the mechanism of the bike. You know what? When I ride this bike on the canyons, every time I hit the corner, every time I hit those twisties, man, it's like natural. I mean, I don't need to put out a big effort for me to make the turn. I don't need to put out or to give a freaking big effort for me to make the turn at the speed that I want. Everything comes natural. It's like I am part of this bike. It's like this bike and me are completely one. The thing is, when I ride on the canyons, I know what my skill level is. I know my riding limits. I know where I stand. I know when to slow down. I know when to ride fast. Now, this bike showed me the window. This bike showed me an opportunity to excel more my riding skills. This bike showed me the window, the skills that I never thought I had, the riding skills that I never thought I had. Now, this bike did show me exactly the riding skills that I never thought I had. Because like I said, it's like being part of the mechanism of the bike. It's like being part of the body system of this bike. Everything comes natural, especially when you hit the twisties on the canyons. This bike has a very strong torque. This bike has a very long power band. Let me tell you what, when I ride my Ducati 749 on the canyons, I mean, the bike is great. The bike is light. No need to excel an effort for me to make the turns. But on a straightaway, man, I get left behind. I get smoked by those Japanese bikes every time I ride my Ducati 749. But like I said, on the turns, on the twisties, my Ducati 749 is really fun to ride. But it has a short power band. I mean, my Ducati 749 has a very good low-end torque. But on a straightaway, man, my Ducati 749 has no match against any Japanese bikes out there. Now this bike, look for a rider who has the same skill level that I do. Put him on any bikes. Put him on a Gixxer, CBR, R6, Daytona 675. It's gonna be real freaking hard for that rider to beat me when I'm on this bike. That's for sure. That's for real, folks. I'm not kidding. Because this bike has a very good long power band. It has a strong torque. The suspension is superb. The chassis is very magnificent. This bike is the real freaking deal. End of story. Soups. Wait. We are not done yet. It's not yet the end of the story. I want to say something. I wanna point out something. I wanna talk about how good the clutch system of this bike has. You know, whatever Kawasaki engineers did with the clutch system of this bike, man, they have done a very good job, a very good outstanding job. This bike has a sleeper clutch. Now, downshifting and upshifting, man, let me tell you, shifting is very freaking smooth. As smooth as silk. And also, press the clutch lever. Man, pressing this clutch lever is way easier and softer compared to the clutch levers of the other Japanese bikes out there. Yeah. Thanks to Kawasaki's clutch assist function, whatever that is, man, they have done a very good job. I've been riding this bike on the canyons, and let me tell you, man, this bike gives me a 100% pure, genuine adrenaline rush. This bike is very fun to ride on the twisties. Alright? Now, I'm gonna bring this bike on the racetrack next year, next season. So definitely for sure, I will make a review video about this bike on the racetrack. Alright? So now the question is, between the 4 Japanese super sport bikes, which one is the best commuter bike? Are you freaking kidding me, commuter bike? This bike is built for racing. This bike is built for ripping at the canyons. Commuter bike? Get a freaking Ninja 300 or get a Kawasaki Ninja 650R or get a Suzuki SV650, get a Yamaha FZ6R, because the Japanese sport bikes are not built for commute, you know. Well, alright. Let's say if you have no choice, alright, you have a Japanese sport bike and you do not have an extra money for you to buy a standard econo secondary bike. Alright, so let's say between the 4 Japanese bikes, the CBR, the Gixxer R6, and then this bike, which one is the best commuter bike? I still vote for the Gixxer because Gixxer has a low seat height. Gixxer gives you a more comfortable riding body position. Gixxer is very easy to ride, really. It has power modes, so it means that you can increase or decrease the power of the bike. Well, this one has a power mode too. Yeah, this one has power modes. But I still vote for Gixxers. I mean, come on now. When you drive your car on the street, which bike, which brand, which manufacturer do you see on the road? I don't know about you, but me, most of the time, I see squid Gixxer riders. Most of the time, I see Gixxers on the street. Because Gixxer is very easy to ride. Now, this bike is easy to ride too. Alright? But I still vote for the Gixxer. But between Gixxer and this bike, which one is more fun to ride? Definitely, of course, this. No question at all. Between the 4 Japanese sport bikes, this one is the real freaking deal. Alright? But for a commuter bike, get a GXR 600. And this should be your second option, your second choice. And R6 should be the last. Alright, what else? I think that's about it. That's all I can say. Thank you for watching, folks.